So these are the eligible areas. You're hearing about minority census tract, low and moderate income tracts. Our product is a minority census tract product, okay? The $20,000 is available in all of these areas from Ventura to San Diego in minority census tract areas. That means the census tract itself is 50% or more minority. The $50,000 grant, which we're going to get into, is Los Angeles County only. Again, eligibility requirements are broken down from the property and the client. So a couple of things about the property. It has to be a 1 to 4 family dwelling. So we do allow 2 units, which is unique. If you do buy 2 units, it's a minimum of 5% down of your own funds, so that's important to know. But for just a single family condo townhouse, it's 3% down minimum. The criteria for the client, that's you as the client, is that your FICO score has to be 660 or higher. You have to have 3 trade lines on your credit report, and one of them has to be active in the last 24 months. And that's actually come up in a lot of my qualifying recently. People with really good FICOs, over 700, but they only have 2 trade lines, which is a good thing because they don't spend too much money on credit, but our bank does require 3 trade lines. So one of the things we help people do is become mortgage ready when we're working in a HUD counseling setting. Not everyone that comes to us is mortgage ready the day they walk in the door, so I tell them things like this. Your HUD counselor tells you things like this to get you ready for whatever program you're going to qualify for. Sometimes it takes people 6 months to get to where they need to be to use a particular program. So don't be discouraged if you don't meet all the guidelines of everything you're seeing today with all of these various programs out there. It's not about if you'll become a homeowner, it's when. And with the help of Shalom Center and all of these wonderful lenders, we will make sure that you do become a homeowner. Don't worry, there's definitely a program out there for you. So the $50,000 grant, that's in Los Angeles County only, like we talked about. And it is a minority or majority Black Hispanic census tract. So what we do is we train your realtor how to look this up. It takes 5 minutes to train them. It's a federal database. It's ffiec.gov. That's F like Frank, India Echo Charlie.gov. And you can use their geocoding mapping system to look at the federal census data on any particular tract. If it's 50% or more Hispanic and Black combined, then it's eligible for the $50,000. There's cities that qualify in totality, such as Whittier, Santa Fe Springs, Pico Rivera, Inglewood. So just to give some general ideas of what, an area that might be eligible for the $50,000. And this is a map of that, so you can see. Even in Long Beach, I've helped people, I'm from Long Beach, there's parts of Long Beach that are like downtown, 2 blocks from the water, that qualify for the $50,000 because we're such a great, diverse community in Long Beach. So there's a wonderful list of properties that are available for this grant. Next slide, please. Now let's talk about the second mortgage programs that are out there from the various cities and state agencies. You've heard some of them talked about today with CalHFA. You've heard various lenders talk about combining their first mortgage product with the City of LA, LIPA, and MIPA, which is one of my favorite. That is City of LA. There are also some programs in Orange County, but you have to look a little bit harder for them. It's not as much of a down payment assistance rich environment in Orange County as it is in LA, but they are definitely out there. So if you're low and moderate income, then you probably qualify for one of these down payment assistance programs. And I'll give you the profile of someone I just closed yesterday. She's retired, her income was $50,000 a year, and she bought a $500,000 home in the city of Los Angeles. She received our $50,000 grant, She received $161,000 from the City of Los Angeles, and she received $100,000 from Habitat for Humanity. City National Bank gave her a loan of $205,000 in the low 6% range, and her total PITI payment was about $1,800 a month. So we made it very affordable. So that's what we're talking about when we're referencing down payment assistance and how that makes home buying achievable and affordable. One thing that's really unique about our program is it helps people in variable income categories, and our loan amount in particular is $1.149 million for this program, which is actually quite high. And for 2 units, it's over 1.4. So you can buy a 2 to 4 unit building with up to 1.4 million in pricing. And we use the rent on the property at 75% of the gross rent to help you qualify. So that's another great product. Again, this is the property types, which are single families at 97 loan to value, that means 3% down, and 2 to 4 units at 95% loan to value, so that's 5% down of your own funds. And depending on if you are in Orange County or LA County, you're going to use either our $20,000 grant or our $50,000 grant. Next slide, please. Again, our area that we service with the $20,000 grant is Ventura to San Diego, and the LA County is up to $50,000. Here's something quite unique about our product, is our income limits. So in Los Angeles County, it's $294,600. So I've been able to help a lot of people who they have the income, but they don't have the down payment to buy a house. And with the cost of living and inflation, it's been very difficult for them to save. So people in this income category actually do need some assistance to purchase a home. So we've been very successful at creating home ownership opportunities with people even in the $250,000 range, which has been really incredible to see. In Orange County, you can see it's a little bit higher at $383,000. So our income limit in Orange County is $383,000 for the household. But remember, in Orange County, we have $20,000 grant available. But again, that's going to cover your down payment or closing cost, and we only require 3% down. So we've also been very successful in Orange County creating many homeownership opportunities with this product. The income documentation that we require, the nice thing, which I really appreciate about City National Bank, is if you're salaried and W-2, we don't require any tax returns. We just want your last 2 years W-2s, your last month pay stubs, and your last 2 months bank statements. And we do require that you have 2 months mortgage payments in reserve at the close of escrow. You can use your 401k for that. You can use a lot of different sources for your reserves. And some of my clients, they've used Family Gift for their down payment, for their reserves, and they haven't had a lot of money of their own in the bank. So you can also use a Family Gift for the requirements from City National Bank. All right, that's our presentation. Again, I hope you will reach out to Shalom Center and get in touch counseling. Thank you for letting me present today.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Todd. I'm with BMO Bank. I know there's so much information that is being given to you all at once today. I'll try to keep mine fast and simple. If you don't know BMO, we used to be called Bank of the West. It's the green bank with the bear. So technically we're new, but we're not new. Just to give you an idea, BMO is Bank of Montreal. We're a Canadian bank. Ever since we first started in Southern California, as well as nationwide, we are committed to $40 million in community lending. That gets divided between educating, home ownership, lending to minority, small business development, etc. I want to highlight the difference between BMO and other banks is that we have grants. There's so many grants out there, right? I understand you're not going to be able to remember everything that we all said here. I want you to remember one thing with BMO. We have up to $47,000 grants, right? That means that we are partnering up with Cal HAFA, which is one of the speaker here, and you can get up to $13,000 in grant for closing costs. You can use that towards your down payment, right? To buy points down for your interest rate, and everything will sum up to $47,000. And I understand everyone with a unique, I would say, situation. We are here to help. We have loans that will tailor to your needs, and if there's certain, not everything will fit all at once, but we'll figure it out for you. So with every detailed questions, please visit us, give us a call. Be more than happy to help you with it. Just a highlight. So again, like I mentioned, welcome home grants, $16,000 does not need to be paid back, right? We can use up to 1 through 4 residential building unit, right? And you don't have to be a first-time home buyer as well. So that's something that you might want to think about. Okay, one more thing I want to highlight, our physician program. So physician being in the medical field, I understand that you have a lot of loans. I know that. When you are a resident, you need to move to another state. You need to move somewhere else. With BMO, we have a special program for you. We will finance up to $1 million at 100%. 95% at 1.5 million, and so on. And you don't have to be working on it yet. You can start your job in the next 90 days. So that basically will help you settle into your new home, at a new state, at a new area, next to your job. So that's something that for all physicians-wise, it helps them to find a place to live prior to starting their new job, their new lives, etc. That's something that we are proud of, and we do a lot of lending against that. I know it's a lot of information. At least you know 2 are great product that we use, and we are great at doing that. So any questions that you might have, please, our table's in the back. I don't want to waste much of your time. Other than that, give us a call. My business card's in the back, and I hope to see all of you soon.